Hi there, my name's Guy. I'm here in Istanbul, Turkey, about to get my second hair transplant with Clinicana. I had my first hair transplant with the same guys 2 years ago. I'm now here for the second time simply because my original hair is still leaving. However, the transplanted hair has done me very well. So when I 2 years ago first came, I had very little hair here. In fact, I would probably be completely bald right here, and then I had a thinning around the crown area. It was a good experience, difficult day overall, 7 hours. However, after that, when things started to come through, I felt a lot better about myself, and after about 6 months my hair was full. But as it was explained to me, I was only 30 years old when I first got my hair transplant. And so they explained that whilst the hair that they transplant from the back to the front, that stuff should stay, basically. It's almost guaranteed they will stay. However, at 30 years old, the rest of my hair is still thinning, it's still falling out. So basically I might not be satisfied forever, because, you know, in a few years' time, if half of it's still there and half of it falls out, then I might want to replace that. So here I am, that's why I'm back here. So again, so I've still got a little bit thin here, but it's 10 times better than it would be naturally if I'd have just left it. And now around the back, the kind of the crown area, that's starting to go basically. So now I've come to have the second procedure. I got picked up from the airport yesterday, had some blood tests, which was very, very fast. Everybody saw to me very quickly, everyone was very friendly. Took me to my hotel, which is called the Nuz Hotel. It's about 100 meters away from here. Really, really lovely room. Excellent room. I had my breakfast this morning. I quite liked the fact that whilst you're within this kind of hair transplant bubble between the hotel being here and then the hospital being here, everybody seems to be here for the same reason. So when I got my breakfast this morning, there was about 4 other people that had like kind of bandages around their head, and it made me feel quite encouraged and comfortable. And then coming up to the hospital, yeah, it's the same. Everybody's here for like the same reason, basically. So I'm going to be here for, I believe, 6 or 7 hours today. I've just had a big hearty breakfast and going to be going for my first consultation in about an hour's time, I believe. So some general advice actually that I probably would have found a little bit useful to know about before I came here the first time is that everybody's donor area is different from the next. So myself, as you can see, I've got fairly thin hair in comparison to other people, basically. And it depends on what your donor area is like. So the donor area being the strip around the back, it depends on how dense that is as to how dense the transplanted hair will be. So for myself, I've got fairly thin hair anyway. Even the best version of my hair is still quite thin, so I'm quite unlucky in that respect. So my first operation, I had 2,900 grafts. Some people are quite fortunate, they can have as many as 5,000, I believe. But for myself, it was explained to me that, you know, you're a little bit different, sorry about that, but there's always kind of the opportunities to add to that in the future if you want to create more density. My prerogative at that time, my main interest was to get these 2 areas fixed. So to be completely clear, this would be no hair if I never had my first transplant. So I'm extremely happy with the results from my first transplant, but you could probably say I'm a little bit greedy. Now I would really like for a lot more kind of density. So I've got the hole filled in, but I'd love it to be kind of as thick as I can get it. So that's why I'm here today. I loved the results from the first time. I loved the process. Naturally, I was very nervous before the process, but now I'm sitting here, I'm a lot more comfortable with what's going to happen today. And I know what the timescales are and what that timeline looks like as to how I'm going to heal, how I can expect the hair to come through. It's just that now I'm really looking forward to, instead of getting my holes patched up, getting a bit of density at the end of today or this particular process. Hey, it's Guy, I'm back again, and now I'm Team Clinicana, of course. So yesterday I went under for my second hair transplant. The procedure took about 7 hours overall. I'd say it was a positive experience. I far preferred it from the last time that I came here. I think partly because I was a bit more familiar. Hopefully videos like this are going to make people like yourselves a bit more familiar with what things look like, and it makes it a little bit less daunting. But yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to get in contact with me. I'll be leaving all of my information on the website for you to use. Thank you and good luck.